hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I know I did here. I know everybody in the household is doing fine. And I hope you're getting ready and looking forward to ringing in the new year of 2011. With that said, I decided, I know everybody's going to be going out celebrating, and I know many of you guys have been telling me, Tasha, are you going to create some videos for New Year's Eve? And of course, you know, I got to get you guys ready to have fun. And with that said, I decided to break out some fun products I'm sure many of you guys own. I'll tell you more information about how I created this at the end of the video, but I'm going to be using L'Oreal Hips Platinum Duo along with Shady Lady, and we're going to be incorporating some glitters. As you can see, have some glitters using just some simple craft store glitter, and to apply them on I use the LA Splash. So if you're going somewhere and you want to have a nice bling bling look to your lives, stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, now the very first thing we're going to do before we start the tutorial is, of course, prime your eyelid. I broke out my Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer, and I applied it all over the entire lid and also along the lower lash line, because I will be applying color, as you can see on this side, to this side here, and it's going to help keep your color on just a little bit longer. Now, we're going to work backwards. I'm going to be applying the crease color in, and then we'll go ahead and apply on the lid color and so on and so forth. Now for the crease color, I'm going to break out my Smashbox Blackout, and it's a matte black shadow like this one here. And I'm going to take my NARS number 12 brush, and it's just a really tiny short crease brush, number 12. And I'm going to start applying it into the outer corner of my eye. See, I'm simply just creating that shape in the corner, and I'm going to start blending that color inward like so and blending it out. Once I have the color placed, I'm going to use a fluffy dome shaped brush, and I'm just going to blend that color out just a little bit more. And once I have that blended out, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of the black and keep building this up. Once you have the crease color created just like so, I'm going to go back and grab that fluffy dome shaped brush, and this is just a MAC 224. I'm going to be using one of my L'Oreal Hip Duos, and the duo is Shadowy Lady. It's this one here. And I'm going to blend out the outer edges of this shadow. Also, we'll blend in the inner corner of the eyes just to soften up this look just a little bit more. Now once you have that blended out to your liking, we're going to go back and grab another shadow by L'Oreal Hip, and the name of this duo is called Platinum. And I love, it's like my favorite silver shadow ever. It reminds me of Too Faced, I can't think of the duo, but it reminds me of that one. And this is perfect for getting a nice silvery lid. But I'm going to use my Sigma, and this is the 252 brush from Sigma. I'm going to press a little color, a lot of color actually, onto the brush like so, and we're going to tap that on the lid. Just use a pat motion to build up the intensity, and I'm going to also move into the inner corners of the eyelid as well. Isn't that really pretty? I mean, just one application of that is awesome. But not too much, because we're going to go ahead and add some awesome glitters on top of this a little bit later. But now that we have that color on, I'm going to go back to my NARS number 12 brush, and I'm going to grab some more of my Smashbox Blackout shadow. You can use, again, any matte shadow, and I'm just going to redefine the crease again. So I'm just going to apply that shadow right in this area here. And mind you, since I'm using this dark shadow, you are going to have some fallout. So be prepared to clean up around the eyes after you finish this eyeshadow look, and save your foundation application for the very last step. Now it looks very dark right there. I'm going to take this fluffy crease brush or dome shaped brush, and blend out some of that intensity. Move my way inward too, because you want to blend out the inner portion of the eye look as well. So it's going to be a little bit more like that there. And then the last thing we're going to do is take a little bit of MAC, and this is Crystal Avalanche. This is the white shadow right here. I'm going to use a Sigma 209 brush. It's one of their older brushes from the 12-piece set. And I'm going to apply a little bit of that color in the inner corner of my eye like so. But I'm going to end up going back on top of that with another shadow a little bit later, but you pretty much have the look build on top. Now underneath, I'm going to go ahead and apply my liner to my waterline. I'm just using Urban Decay 24/7. And then I'm going to take my Sephora, and this is a flat smudger brush number 14, and I'm going to grab a little bit of that blackout shadow, and I'm going to set the eyeliner, and I'm also going to smudge it along the lower lash line as well. So just use a patting motion, just like so. And then start to go underneath the base of your lashes and start smudging that out. And if you need more, go ahead and grab a little bit more like I am and continue to smudge out the lash line. Because again, this is going to be a nice, fun, smoky eye you can wear for New Year's Eve, or to any holiday party you are going to that requires something fun and festive. And the other thing I'm going to go back and do is take my little lining brush, the 209 from Sigma, anything that's like that. I'm going to grab a little bit more of that platinum silver eyeshadow just by tapping it onto the brush, and I'll apply some just in the inner corners of the eyes right here, and I'll apply some along the lower lash line as well, just to re-intensify. You may want to smudge it out just a little bit more. And then once you get to the foundation, this will blend out a little bit more, so don't worry about that down there. And I'm going back with my smudger brusher just to redefine. Now we're going to go back on top. I am going to line my upper lash line using my Revlon Color Stay pencil in black. I love this pencil. And I'm not going to do an accentuated line at all. I'm going to start in the outer corner and really bring that color to about so, and then fill in. And then I'm also going to go ahead and line the upper portion of my eye, so it's not going to be a really intense line right at this moment. And as you may notice, I'm using this, I'm applying it on at an angle versus dead on. This will give you a nice, easier application, and you'll get more of the product on the eye that you need to. Now once that's done, I typically don't like to line the inner portion of my eye with this pencil. It kind of burns my eye. So I'm going to break out my Wet n Wild liner in black, and I'm going to use a little script brush. And what I'm going to do is continue to line the inner corner of my eye. And then once you're done with that, you are ready to add your lashes. But before I add lashes, we're going to add some fun glitter to the eye area. Now the glitter I'm going to be using, and be cautious when you use these type of glitters, this is a craft store glitter I found at Michael's in a little 12 pack for like $3 or $4. But I simply took them out and put them inside these little jars I found at Michael's. Thank you so much, Bee Face Honey, for this wonderful idea. That's what she did. But I'm going to be using the silver, as you can see. Now to get the glitters to stick, I'm going to be using a awesome product. It's by LA Splash. You can find this at Ulta stores. I actually found it in store, but I'm sure you can find it online. But I'm going to use this as a base to hold on my glitters. Now the very first thing you want to do when you apply glitters, you probably want to have a flat brush to apply them on. And this is simply a Sephora brush. I don't know the number, 26. I'm going to use that small shadow brush, but before I do that, I'm going to apply a little bit of this sealer. It's called an eyeshadow sealer base, and I'm actually going to apply it right on top of the eyeshadow just by using a light motion, a light patting motion. You might not be able to see the liquid too well, but the liquid goes on clear. And then you don't want to be opening and closing your eyes a lot while applying this on, so slightly keep your eyes closed. I'm going to tap some of the glitter onto my brush, as you can see. I'm going to start using a patting motion and getting the glitter on. But I tell you ladies, when I use this product, I don't have to worry about my glitters falling all over the place. while wearing it throughout the day. I just love it. And this would be a great way to add some holiday glam to your eyes if you love to play with glitters. Now be careful. There are several cosmetic brands you can buy glitters from, but you don't want to get glitters in your eyes. So you really want to use a light application of this. And then when you remove them, definitely make sure you use a nice makeup remover to get them off the eye area. But you see, when you add a little glitter, it gives it a little bit more dazzle, more fun, for especially if you're going to be clubbing and be in the night light. It's really beautiful, luminous look to wear. But once you have the glitters on, you can go ahead and add your lashes. I'm just going to be using some lashes I found in my beauty supply store. These are number 74, but they're very full and dramatic, so stay tuned. I'm going to add those on, and then I'll talk about what we used for the final look. Okay, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. This is the final look with all the lashes added on, and these are, whoo, they're full, they're long, but really love them. You can find some great drugs or lash buys if you want dramatic lashes from your local beauty supply store, but those are what I have on. For my lips, I decided to keep it toned down but not completely nude. Sometimes you do dramatic eyes and nude out lip looks kind of dead, so I just want to add a little bit of color. So what I did, I used my NYX, and this is the natural number 18 lip pencil, close to my lip tone, but add a little bit of punch of color for that. And then to top it off, I decided to use my NARS Orgasm right on top to give it a nice peachy pink glow. And then, you know, since I'm using the Orgasm lip color, I decided to keep just a little bit of color on my cheeks by using the NARS Orgasm cheek color, just by applying a little bit on the cheekbones. I'm applying a little bit more so you guys can actually see it on camera, but just a little bit in this areas of my face just to add a little color to balance off this look. But I hope you guys enjoyed this really fun way of incorporating glitters to use for all of you guys that are going out for the holidays and you want to have a fun, glamorous look with a little bling on. And again, you can check any of your local cosmetic companies like Makeup Forever, NYX. They carry eye glitters. Otherwise, be safe when you're using finely milled craft glitters. You don't want to hurt your eyes or injure them. But if you use the technique I use in the video and then a nice removal technique, you'll be okay. Believe me, I've used this a lot. But before I end the video, I know I'm going to get many comments about where did I get the palette that I have all my hip eyeshadows in. Well, I believe almost 2 years ago when I first got on YouTube, I don't think this YouTuber is on at all, but she had a video and it showed how to depot her hip duos, and it's basically the same way how you depot your MAC shadows. You have to pop the plate out of the pan, and you have to melt them out so the glue comes off and then they peel out. But the one thing that impressed me, she had a palette she put them in. Now, of course, I used to scrapbook, so I scrapped pictures on mine and used scrap paper to decorate mine. But the palette I purchased from namies.com. I'll have a link in the info box below. And no, I'm not affiliated with namies.com. It's just a place I know you can find these Japanesque, and it is a 12-well large pan that fits the hip duos. But once I depotted them, I used a magnet underneath them to help them adhere to the duo or to the pan, and I just put all of my hip duos that I own, and I just created a label right on top so I can know the names of each color and all that fun stuff. So that's basically how this works. And the other thing that I did is I put all of my craft glitters right in here, and so I have them all stored in this little guy here, and I found these again all at Michael's. And I have all the colors from just a rainbow of colors, and I even have some gemstones in here too. So that's a great way you can kind of get some nice beauty items on a budget. And again, this awesome LA Splash, you can find this at your local Ulta cosmetic store. You can also find it online. This is a great way to keep your glitters from budging and coming off. But anyway, you guys, I hope you guys have a safe and happy new year, and I will talk to you guys next video. Bye.